The poker circuit has unicorns exploding from it. At least, that's what they want you to believe. C'est bullshit. This is the real circuit, a visual orgasm, Uncle, orgasm of trash cans, shit-stained hotel rooms, and your favorite poker faces. Mesdames et messieurs, en directo, Hôtel de Rio, je voudrais présenter the circuit.
I got into poker because I was a sports journalist and I was working in the UK doing martial arts. And someone offered me a show doing poker and I was like, you know, all right. It's, again, male dominated. It's kind of what I'm used to. It's pretty aggressive, testosterone filled. So I started doing that show and just fell in love with poker, and actually it kind of took over my life. I traveled for, I don't know, I think I was gone like a third of the year. First it was a quarter of the year, then it was a third of the year, then I started being gone like half of every year, traveling the circuit, mostly in Europe. Saw some great places, and I missed a lot at home, missed out on a lot of stuff with my friends and whatnot, but it was a great few years. It doesn't surprise me anymore, anything I see. It doesn't surprise me when people are like flipping for tens of thousands of dollars, or they're betting on just really random stuff. It doesn't surprise me until I tell people about it who aren't in poker, and then the look of shock and sometimes disgust on their faces kind of brings it home, and you're like, oh yeah, that's not what people normally do. But it goes along with this lifestyle. It's part of why people can play poker, is that they have that sort of feeling about money where it's a number and it's a tool. I think we do live in a bubble, and I think that our idea of money, and poker players in general, their idea of money is really skewed. But I think it's how they think about money. But I think the ability to flip for large amounts of money is probably what makes some people good at poker. So it is kind of part of them. And if they didn't have that ability, maybe they wouldn't be good at their job. And for a lot of people, this is their job. I couldn't do it. Maybe that's why I'm not great at poker. I'm like, I don't want to flip for 10 grand. No, thanks. I'll put it in the bank and, get a nice return on it or something. I don't have that in me. I don't mind seeing it in others. I have a lot of friends who do that. But it's good to have a normal life as well. My friends normally outside of poker would be shocked by that. And they continue to be shocked by it. And it's probably good for me because it's still like a reality check. The next couple of years, I don't really know what's going to happen. And I like it that way. I grew up knowing exactly where I was going to be in 5 years and 10 years. I had a really solid plan for the rest of my life, and then my life kind of went and blew up. And now I don't plan stuff so much, and it seems to be really working for me. So I got no plans. I like where I am. I like the people I spend time with, and I want to keep having great experiences in poker. Poker lets me do that, I get to travel. At some point I'd love to settle down. It's just not yet. I definitely do not regret any of the time that I've spent on poker, because it's a really crazy lifestyle. It's not something that people normally get to experience. So when I think about it, if I look back on it, even traveling and staying in some terrible hotels sometimes and working really long hours, but it was awesome. We also stayed in amazing hotels. We got to hang out as though we were teenagers, basically, well into our 20s and onwards. And I wouldn't give it up for anything. I used to be a teacher. I used to be a high school teacher. And to be doing this now is like, yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. My life kind of got ridiculous, and I love it.